Do you know where your money is sitting? Is it in a savings account? A checking account? Maybe just doing nothing? Because here's something most people don't realize. Inflation just hit 3.8% this April. That means every single dollar sitting in your savings account is losing value right now. Not tomorrow, not next year, today. And the scary part? Most Americans have no idea this is happening to them. I want to show you something today that took me a long time to figure out. Something that Wall Street doesn't advertise. Something your bank will never tell you. Because honestly, it's too simple. And simple doesn't make them money, but it will make you money. Today, I'm going to show you the only 2 index funds you need to beat inflation, grow real wealth, and set yourself up for a comfortable financial future. No matter where you're starting from. Here's the truth nobody is telling you. Inflation has been above 3% for 4 straight years now. Your $100 from 2022? It's worth about $84 today in real purchasing power. Think about that for a second. You didn't spend a single cent. You didn't lose anything at the casino. You just kept your money safe in a savings account, and you still lost $16 out of every $100. That's what inflation does. It's a silent thief. And if you're earning 1% or 2% interest in your savings account right now, you're still falling behind. You're not saving. You're slowly going broke, just quietly, without anyone telling you. Now, before I tell you the 2 funds, let me quickly explain what an index fund actually is, because I want this to make sense even if you've never invested a single dollar in your life. An index fund is basically a basket of stocks. Instead of buying one company like Apple or Amazon, you buy a tiny piece of hundreds of companies all at once. Think of it this way. Imagine a race with 500 horses. Instead of betting everything on one horse and hoping it wins, you own a small piece of every single horse in the race. So if one horse falls, it doesn't matter. The other 499 are still running. That's an index fund. You don't need to pick winners. You just own the whole race. Now here's why this matters so much. The average actively managed fund, where some Wall Street professional sits in a big office and picks stocks for you, charges you 0.42% per year in fees. That sounds tiny, right? But over 30 years, that fee quietly eats thousands and thousands of dollars of your own money. Money that should be compounding for you is going straight into their pocket. Index funds charge as little as 0.02% to 0.03% per year. We're talking $3 per year on every $10,000 you invest. That's less than a cup of coffee. And Morningstar studied 15 years of data and found that less than 5% of those expensive, actively managed funds actually beat a simple index fund over that period. Less than 5%. So you're paying more money for a worse result. That's the game most people are playing, without knowing it. All right. Fund number 1. VOO, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. This one fund gives you ownership in 500 of the biggest, most powerful companies in America. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, NVIDIA, Johnson & Johnson. All of them, in one single fund. When you buy VOO, you're not betting on one company. You're betting on the entire American economy. And, historically, that bet has paid off extremely well. The 5-year annualized return on VOO is 13.7%. In the first 5 months of 2026 alone, VOO is already up about 11%. The expense ratio is just 0.03%. That's $3 per year on every $10,000 you invest. And you can start with as little as $1. No excuses. Here's what makes this even more powerful. Warren Buffett, the most successful investor of all time, literally put VOO in his will for his family. He told them after he passes, put 90% of the money in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. That's it. The richest investor in the world gave the simplest advice possible. And most people still don't follow it because it sounds too boring. Good. Let it sound boring. Boring builds wealth. Fund number 1. VOO. Write it down now. Fund number 2 is VTI, the Vanguard Total Market ETF. If VOO covers 500 big companies, VTI covers the entire United States stock market. We're talking over 3,600 companies, small businesses, medium-sized companies, and large corporations, all in one fund. And right now in 2026, this diversification matters more than ever. Here's why. Big tech has been struggling this year. The so-called Magnificent Seven, Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, several of them are down for the year. But smaller companies? They're quietly outperforming. And VTI captures all of that. When big tech pulls back, your smaller companies inside VTI pick up the slack. It's the ultimate safety net. The numbers on VTI are just as impressive. Expense ratio is 0.03%, same as VOO, basically free. The 5-year annualized return is 12.1%. Over 3,600 companies in a single fund. If VOO is a solid foundation for your future, VTI is the entire house built on top of it. Maximum diversification. The widest safety net you can buy for almost zero cost. Fund number 2. VTI. Now I know what some of you are thinking right now. Okay, which one do I actually buy? Do I need both? Here's exactly what I would tell my own younger brother if he came to me today. If you are just starting out and want to keep it completely simple, just buy VOO. That's it. One fund. Done. You are now invested in 500 of the biggest companies in America, and you are already beating 95% of professional fund managers. Seriously, you don't need anything else to start. If you want maximum diversification and a little more peace of mind, split it. Put 70% in VOO and 30% in VTI. This way you have strong coverage in the biggest American companies and exposure to smaller companies that are set to grow even faster in the coming years. That's a powerful combination. And here is the most important thing I'm going to say in this entire video. The amount doesn't matter as much as starting. Even $50 a month, that's less than 2 coffees a week. Invested consistently in VOO or VTI over 30 years at historical returns could grow to over $100,000. Not because you're a genius, not because you picked the right stock, just because you started. Time in the market always beats timing the market. Always. Look, I started this channel because I genuinely believe most people deserve to know this stuff. Your bank is not going to teach you this. Your employer probably won't either. The financial system is not designed to help regular people build wealth. It's designed to keep you confused enough to keep paying fees you don't need to pay. But you watching this right now, you're already doing something that most people never do. You are choosing to educate yourself. And that one decision, made enough times, changes everything. So here is your homework for today. Step 1. Open an account on Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard. It takes about 10 minutes. Step 2. Search for VOO or VTI. Step 3. Invest whatever you can afford right now. Even $10. Even $5. Just start. Because the best time to invest was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. That's it. 2 funds. 1 decision. 1 action today. And potentially a completely different financial future 10, 20, 30 years from now. If this video helped you in any way, please hit the like button right now. It genuinely helps more people find this channel who need this information. And make sure you subscribe, because next week I'm breaking down exactly how much money you need to invest every single month to retire comfortably. You don't want to miss that one. I'll see you then.